everybody. Welcome back to March Monster Madness. For those of you that don't know, we are Team Monster or Monster Best Friend Club, whatever you want to call us, but probably Team Monster. My name is Ellie, and next we have Tyler.
I'm Tyler from the preview videos and so forth.
Yep, and we have Marissa.
Hey, that's me. Yep.
And Audrey.
Hi, I'm here from all the other times.
Yeah.
Yep.
So today,
I'm here to talk about monsters.
I mean, yeah, basically, that's what we're doing. Today we're talking about the Northern Reach battles and the Southern Crescent battles.
Buckle up, because it's going to get exciting.
Yeah, there are some doozies. Maybe just personal doozies, but doozies nonetheless.
Emotional roller coasters.
So we're going to get started with the Northern Reach.
So first we've got the number 1 seed, Adult Blue, Dracolich, versus the number 16 seed, Rust Monster. Not two sides. The Rust Monster is definitely not that big IRL, but...
Yeah, this was a pretty quick one. The Adult Blue Dracolich pretty much killed it in one hit.
Yep, it was like a dog biting a flea.
Yep, just...
nipped in the bud.
Yes.
Yes. I tried to bite you.
Yep.
And Efreeti.
Yeah, basically.
Next, we have the number, so, a roller coaster so far, right, guys? It's
Crazy.
No upsets.
so we've got the 8 seed, Roulette, versus the 9 seed, Tanaruk.
Yeah. This one, I was the Boulette in this one. I thought it was super fun, partially because I crushed it. But also, the Boulette's, the deadly leap thing where I get to leap like 15 feet in the air and then like land on my enemy is very fun.
Yeah. I was hoping for a closer one. I was the Tanaruk. It's such a cool monster, and like they theoretically it should have been closer. The Tanaruk has a really cool response action. If they get hit in a melee attack, they get to make an attack with advantage immediately. But that like never even got to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, the Boulette does, it turns out, a lot of damage in one bite.
I think it was like 2 hits and I was out.
Yeah, well, I was rolling like 4d12s, and I was like, what? It was more damage than I was.
Yeah.
Alright, Roulette taking them out.
Yeah,
Next,
and Hobbit.
number 5 seed, Orthon, versus number 12 seed, Slithering, Tracker.
Yep.
This was an interesting one, I felt like.
It was really interesting. The Slithering Tracker is pretty cool.
But look at how gross it is.
I mean, that's its appeal. It was like, I really was hoping the Slithering Tracker would pull off a upset, because it does this thing where it like engulfs the other monster, and then you like can't move, you're like restrained, and then also you can't breathe.
Yeah.
And you have to like roll to get to, do a saving throw to get out. But so like if the rolls had gone differently, I think it could have been really.
Or it would have just been against a fighter that wasn't strength based. Like look at this beefcake over here, this Orthon. So we like pretty immediately got out of it. But it still was.
Yeah, I still did quite a bit of damage, I feel like.
Yeah, you did.
And then the like Slithering Tracker was like resistant to a bunch of different damages, so like even though I only had 32 hit points, it was a lot harder to kill me than I anticipated.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was a good battle.
Yeah.
Nice. Next, number 4, Horned Devil, versus 13, Allosaurus.
Dinosaur.
We heard it was a dinosaur because it's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And then it was just like
You
super
tried.
little baby. No, like I think we hit maybe once for like 2 damage.
No.
Yeah, the Horned Devil, it turns out, has like all sorts of wild abilities. So it was very
Shocking.
Yeah. It just obliterated the Allosaurus.
Yep, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Would you say that he made him extinct?
Yeah. You just blast your mouth face at this point.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Moving on.
The 6 seed Frost Salamander versus the 11 seed Stone Defender.
Okay, so I was the Frost Salamander.
And I was the Stone Defender, who was really kind of boring, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he'd be real tough, but for Little Miss Frost Salamander, no dice.
Yeah,
No.
he's resistant to a lot of damage, but one of those damages is not frost or cold damage. So
Yeah,
that
which
was
is-
kind of
Yeah.
So he left out in the cold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
Though, hold on, did you hit me though? I don't think you did.
Once. It was pretty.
Yeah, it was like 10 HP. It like wasn't a super long fight.
Now I'm like imagining the Frost Salamander as this like can-do like career woman, just like
She has her little briefcase.
bracket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, next. The number 3 seed Retriever versus the 14 seed Quickly. Yeah, I was the Retriever. The Retriever is pretty awesome. It's like a heat-seeking bounty hunter. So you give it a target and it goes after it forever. And it's got a lot of crazy attack moves. And yeah, one of which is like a paralyzing beam. So
Yep.
It's kind of overpowered compared to the poor wee Quickly.
With my like 10 HP. My
Yeah,
quick
it
one.
was over really quickly.
10
really
HP.
quickly.
Ah.
Yep.
Next, the number 7 seed Scouth versus the number 10 seed Geryon.
So this one was pretty frustrating because the Geryon is so dumb.
Probably dumber than a normal gorilla, I would say.
Yeah, like I think it had like a 3 intelligence or something low like that. And the Gauth, it like stuns you when you look at it, it stuns you when you look at it. And this dumb gorilla guy, like, obviously wasn't smart enough to like close its eyes and attack, so it kept getting stunned.
Yeah, and the Gauth kind of can float, so kind of just like hovered. The Geryon can jump pretty high and is pretty tall anyways, but he just hovered out of reach and shot its eye beams at it, so.
And Geryon was too dumb to run away as well.
Sad fate for the Geryon.
He didn't do great.
Next, the number 2 seed, Adult Red Dragon, versus the number 15 seed, Duergar.
So, this one was so funny.
This is the first of a few dragon battles that we had today.
Yeah.
This side of the bracket's kind of chock full of dragons. We had the Dracolich earlier, but the dragons kind of laid waste a little bit.
Yeah. Well, so this was Tyler and I. I was the dragon. Tyler was the Duergar. And it was so funny because Tyler got to go first. And he was like, he went in with a plan and was like, just you wait. And was all confident. And his plan was literally to run 20 feet to the side and turn invisible.
Invisible is usually a good play, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also the dragon has blind sight. So I could immediately tell where we were. And then immediately killed him.
Funny blindside, you know. Alright, that was the, what is that, the Northern Reach. So
Northern Reach,
moving on to the Southern Crescent, the last region of the first round that we have to cover. First match was between the number 1 seed Geryon and the number 16 seed Kenku.
Yeah, that was Marissa and I was the Geryon.
Yeah, it was a little Kenku. Didn't really But not much of a battle, not much to report. The little bird guy surprisingly didn't last too long about this
Yeah.
giant snake man with wings.
Yeah, it was like literally one hit.
One hit, yep.
So.
Not a lot. Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay.
Number 8 seed, Mezzoloth versus the number 9 seed, Brontosaurus, dinosaur again.
Okay. This one was actually really close. I'm a little bitter about it.
I mean, I think it was really good. Like, it was shockingly close. Like, it seems like it shouldn't have been, but both, like, monsters, I guess, / dinosaurs, are, like, strong in their own way. So it was an interesting pair-up.
Different styles, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely really different styles. This is one where they actually were the same challenge rating.
Nice.
So it was pretty close. So the Mezzoloth, this cool like insect thing, and it has a really cool action where it can shoot cloud kill. So it has a 20-foot sphere of poison gas that it can make, and so it targeted it right at the Brontosaurus head.
The face.
And that was good because it just kept doing damage. The Mezzoloth dealt really tiny damage. Luckily, the Brontosaurus had like a medium AC, so it hit a bunch.
Yeah.
Because
Because I think the Mezzoloth's AC was higher than the Brontosaurus.
yeah, for sure.
So there were a couple times where I couldn't hit
Yeah,
the Mezzoloth.
which was good because then concentration kept going, so
Yeah.
you kept making more poison.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would have been over a lot quicker. Because
Right.
once the Brontosaurus did hit the Mezzoloth, it was like 2 hits,
And that's it.
and that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But the Mezzoloth took the Brontosaurus' HP from 121 to 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, it was, like, a long fight.
Yeah.
And, like, that last round really was the deciding factor. But the Brontosaurus won. And we'll move forward with 72 HP because it gets half
That's
back.
technically our first upset of the bracket. First
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
Alright, next, number 5 seed, Bone Devil versus the number 12 seed, Blue Crota.
Yeah. Okay, so Bone Devil's terrifying, sure, but look at this Lacrata, guys.
Who wore it better? Who wore it better?
The hooves of a deer, the face of a badger, the body of a hyena, and the brain of a person who loves to murder other people.
Yeah. Who is she?
Hold on. But yeah, it didn't really matter too much.
No.
I don't think the Lacrata hit the Bone Devil at all.
Aw.
It did not. Here to confirm. So,
Bone Devil's pretty masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, it looks gross.
it real creepy.
Mosquito, skeleton,
Yeah.
devil.
Yeah.
So.
Alright,
Yep.
good luck to it going forward, though.
No, good luck.
Next matchup, number 4 seed, Efreeti versus the number 13 seed, and maybe number 1 seed in our hearts, Centaur.
Listen. I've talked about this so much because I'm so mad about it. So I was the Centaur, and I don't research the monsters my monster is fighting in advance. I just look at the pictures and that's it. So I saw this Efreeti, I was like, sweet, I got my plan in place. So as a Centaur, you get 50 feet moving speed. So I just, for my first action, because I went first, I beat the initiative round. So for my first action, I just booked it in the opposite direction, 100 feet, and was like, cool, I'm going to play the distance game because I had a longbow, which can shoot up to 600 feet.
Yeah. So
And that was my plan.
Yeah.
it's a good plan.
But
Yeah.
I think so.
Marissa over here.
No. It's not me. It's the Efreeti. And who would guess that big beefcake can fly?
Yeah, he doesn't have wings.
Nothing. But he's light on his feet, real light.
So Yeah.
And then used his elemental power to throw some flame at you. Just threw some fireballs straight at you.
Yeah, he threw one fireball, and it did 44 damage, and I had 45 damage.
Oh no.
So I ran like another 50 feet back and shot an arrow, but it wasn't enough.
R.I.P. Centaur.
So,
Not an upset, but felt like one.
but an upset to me, Tyler.
Yeah. I mean,
Next. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Next one. Number 6, Young Black Dragon versus number 11 seed, Green Hag.
This was a good, fun fight.
It was a really good fun fight.
Similar to the Duergar and the Red Dragon, I was the Green Hag, so I was like, I got this, and I turned invisible.
Now we know that dragons have blind sight.
Yeah.
Something that I think
This is something
Yeah.
because yeah, same thing happened. The dragon was like, I can see you. So it didn't go well for the Green Hag, but I did get some sick insults in Draconic, so the dragon understood.
they really
And,
hit pretty deep.
Yeah,
Like, some things that the dragon didn't expect her to know about him
yeah.
came back to haunt him. So he
Really?
does, yeah. The young black dragon did advance, had some pretty good fights in there, some pretty good acid breath, but
Probably gonna need to go to therapy, but
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
certainly had a bruised ego going forward. Next, number 3 seed Vampire versus the number 14 seed
the Vampire.
Speed. So just so y'all know, before every one of these matches, we are flipping a coin to see if it's nighttime or daytime. It doesn't really affect most monsters because most have dark vision,
Mhm.
and it doesn't really matter. But it definitely affects one of these monsters.
It absolutely makes a huge difference.
So it happened that it was daytime.
Yep. So I was the vampire, and when it's daytime, not only do you not have access to all your abilities, you also take 20 hit points at the start of every turn. Hit points of damage. So every turn this went on, I was losing 20 hit points.
So you're just trying to end the battle quick, out of there.
Yeah, quickly as possible. But somehow this spider thing was like, it took forever. It felt like
It took a while. Yeah.
so long to kill you.
You did eventually kill the female speeder.
You did. You tried to get me with your sticky leg,
I tried
and
to get you stuck on my leg. You weren't buying it.
but yeah, the vampire, it started with 144 hit points, and it got down to 77 by the end of the battle.
Yikes.
Which for a 3 versus 14 seed
Quite a bit.
feels like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going forward with 111. But vampire could get knocked out real early if it keeps having to fight in the daytime. I find
Right.
that.
Yeah.
This is the biggest wild card, probably the biggest wild card monster in our bracket because if it's nighttime. It's going to be hard for any monster to beat the vampire, but if it's not,
Yikes.
It was rough. I was like, this should be different. Okay.
Black pudding.
we have the
Oh, well,
number 7
pudding.
seed Annis Hag versus the number 10 seed Black Pudding.
So I was the hag
That was
again.
the pudding. The pudding just came to play, honestly. Like, with its acid body, kind of just went up and also got pretty lucky with how things shook out.
Yeah.
Got
It was-
critical
it was
hit
rough.
quick, but the hag, the hag's still the higher seed, so higher challenge rating. Had
Yep.
probably more tricks up their sleeve. Got some hits in.
Yeah, it was you. So every time I hit you, you did acid damage to me, and that was what really the hag only had 75 hit points, so it
Yeah.
just didn't go well. I was just taking damage left and right, even when I was the one doing the damage,
Right.
and all of her attacks were physical, so I have no range to get.
Plus-
All of the spells she had were more of like
Flavor.
effect than anything. They didn't do any damage, so it was like.
Yeah.
The slashing damage that the Annis Hag does to help to split the black pudding into two medium-sized puddings, which kind of worked to their advantage because then they were able to attack more times.
Twice.
And they lost quite a bit of hit points, but they then reformed together into one big pudding after the battle, so there'll be one fighter moving forward. But this is a pretty big upset here with the black pudding advancing 10 seed over the 7. So watch out for that Cinderella.
That sweet
That
pudding.
Cinderella. I don't know what that means. But watch out for it.
Watch out for it, though. The last battle of the first round, we have the number 2 seed, Adult Gold Dragon, versus the number 15 seed, Imp.
Yeah, the imp, it's going far.
Yeah, as you can tell, this was definitely a long,
Drawn out,
back and forth
Yep.
battle.
Yep.
Again, not to scale. That Imp is not to scale.
No, not at all. In reality, this was another battle where I was the imp. I lost the initiative roll and didn't get to do anything.
And then,
Oh.
yeah,
Yes.
watch out for the dragons, folks. I mean, they're kind of the usual suspects, but they're that for a reason. So
Yeah.
Right. Well, but since we have 2 dragons.
3 dragons.
Well, 2 adult dragons, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So, like,
And the Dracolich, too. So
yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
that is it for the first round.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
I hope you nailed all of your picks.
all
I mean, I had the centaur going all the way, so.
Don't be like Ellie.
in our hearts. And then we'll be updating the website too. So if you want to double check in on people's like HP stats and stuff like that, or any actions they may have taken between rounds, I think we hit most of them. But if you're like being real into what's going on, you can double check the website for the recaps.
Yeah.
If
And our website is aadl.org/monstermadness.
you have any
Woo!
specific questions, too, get at us on social media. We can get back to you with specific details about things. Or
Yeah.
how a monster felt after the battle, because I don't know. Might
If they
wonder.
need to
Right.
know.
I'm good in the nickname.
Also, if you would like to replay the centaur battle,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Give him
Really
justice.
requesting your how that centaur died in your game. So
Rude. But anyways, you guys, well, thank you for watching and tuning in, and I guess stay tuned in for more battles.
Yeah, and we'll update the website too with when we're going to put our episodes up next week. They're probably going to go up on Thursday and Friday, so at 3 p.m. So keep your eyes peeled.
All right. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Bye.